No one ever said it was easy being an entrepreneur. Whether in your early stages of your startup, just secured funding for your startup, or you are ready for your product launch, there will always be three components when you ask yourself if this entrepreneurship thing is really worth it. Coming up,
I run a campus magazine. I'm the founder and managing editor for the Campus Lady magazine, which is a platform for female university students to interact, share, get entertained.
I think I'm a feminist and I'm very passionate.
We have so many well-written books written by people from this continent that many people do not read, and not just because that they don't like, it's because maybe they don't know about her.
We live and breathe words. It was books that made me feel that perhaps I wasn't completely alone. They could be honest with me, and I with them. Reading your words, what you wrote, how you saw the world, felt its colors and its textures. I felt I was dreaming with you. I felt I was living with you. I felt what you felt, hoped what you hoped. And then I realized I just wanted you. Den of iniquities. On today's episode of The Budding Entrepreneur, we bring you the bold business of selling words, emotion, personality, experience, and wisdom. I'm talking about literary entrepreneurship. We bring you the bold people who take up this business of the literary entrepreneurship. This is The Budding Entrepreneur, and I am your host, Naomi Mburu.
My name is Dennis Chisia, a 27-year-old Kenyan, a father, and a nutritionist by profession. I run a campus magazine. I'm the founder and managing editor for the Campus Lady magazine, which is a platform for female university students to interact, share, get entertained.
I'm Wanjiru Amendi, the marketing director for the Campus Lady magazine. Now about Think Tank, when are you guys planning to meet up?
Most of the time you find that most of stories being told about the Kenyan girl child are told through the eyes of the men.
I'm in charge of social media marketing because the magazine's presence is largest on social media, and acting as a liaison with other companies on and going after those opportunities.
My passion is such that I provide the platform, but I let the girls tell their stories through my platform.
I think I'm a feminist and I'm very passionate, and I love writing and reading, so I believed in what they were doing.
To me, literal entrepreneurship is the act of putting words on paper and making those words pay your bills. Yeah, I believe I am one, because my life journey since I knew how to read and write, I can attest to that fact.
Fantastic.
I'm here today to talk about the Campus Lady magazine. It's a platform that I provided for female university students so that they can express their innermost desires, their aspirations in life, and share experiences while on campus, while in the same breath being entertained and also being educated.
mtu anaweza enda na hii home. Uko kwa bulb ya bafu.
It's in November that we produced our first edition of the magazine, so that we came together as a group of writers from across Kenyan universities, and then we started producing the magazine. So up to now we've done 10 editions.
The Campus Lady magazine is free of charge. We've created quite a presence, especially on Facebook. We have 4,000 followers.
We've got writers, we've got social media managers, we've got a marketing manager, we've got an editor, but all these ones are on volunteer basis.
Most of the advertisers are SMEs. We've had hairdressers, people who are doing jewelry, bags. Most of the products that are advertised on the magazine, target the campus ladies.
When you're in business, there are two things. There's the passion, and then there's the money. When you put money before passion, you fail. I was passionate about the girl child, so I put it first. But of course, at the end of the day, I must make money. So the fact that there are so many female university students is just a plus to my passion.
Yes, of course it is. The largest part is laying down the infrastructure, especially websites, marketing campaigns.
We've got different advertising models. The first one is the advertising in the magazine, which is produced every month. And then we've got publicity of events.
There are necklaces, bags, salons, jewelry.
What informed our model of sharing information is the fact that when you go on campus today, you'll find that 8 in every 10 students have got smartphones, which they don't leave. So we wanted to provide a platform whereby they can still interact with their phone. They cannot lose the touch with their phone, but they don't have to be coming to our platform every now and then online, because we know that the price of data bundles is very high. So we wanted to make something compact that the student can download once, then they can refer to it throughout the months until the next edition is also out.
We attended a public university. We were somewhat balanced to our own. And we also biased to the main campuses because we were in one. So I think we'll go to the constituent colleges.
We have got good traction in Moi University, Maseno, Egerton, and Jomo Kenyatta University of Science and Technology. Here, we've just started getting traction here in July because most students here had not, our traction comes with the number of people who apply to be cover models. So we started receiving applications from Kenyatta University in July.
On a platform like ours, where content is mostly digital, any reader can access our content conveniently and easily.
Yeah, I do write.
The Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi. Yes.
My favorite book is by Daniel Steele. It's called The Long Road Home.
My favorite quote.
My favorite quote? Are you for real?
My favorite song is Sheria.
Okay, Let's Talk Girls is an interactive, educative and inspirational session for university students so that they can change their mind shift from being job seekers to job creators. And we're using people who have made it in the society, so it's going to be inspirational, motivational and informative. Then in the end, the questions that these students might have will be answered by these people who have made it in the society. So on the inspirational side, it's going to be about talks. The people whom we bring into the session will share their life experiences, and we'll also have exhibitions from the students. For example, those ones who are already doing something on campus, and they'll get a mentorship to become, or rather to go to the next level. The invited guests will provide motivational talks that is aimed at sparking an inner need for greatness among the students, so that at the end of the session, the students will need to do something different about their lives. And then we're going to have an informative session which is going to inform the ladies on available opportunities both in the private and public sector. And then, as I said, in the end, we're going to have questions from the students on various things, so that it's going to be like a plenary session where we get feedback from the students on how the session was and how we can improve on future sessions for the Let's Talk Girls initiative.
The Campus Lady Magazine on Facebook, on Twitter, the same, the Campus Lady Magazine, and Instagram as well.
When I went to campus, that's when I discovered that actually my stories were making meaning to me and could also make a meaning to somebody else. Then I started a blog that I started writing on and sharing my stories. So to you, I would like to say that one, start small with whatever you have and then dream big, because it's only through dreaming big that you can work towards achieving that particular dream.
You start small, you work your way up, and sometimes it's good to be part of, to have a small portion of a big thing than a big portion of a small thing.
Start small, dream big.
We do not want to produce children we cannot raise. These words came from Ghosty's mouth before he could stop it. There was a sudden... Oh my God. I need to take you guys on a break. We will be going on a short break, but when we come back, we will be tackling more of the literary entrepreneurship. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Remember, you can always get in touch with us on our social media platforms. But before you do that, let's look at the literary entrepreneurship. This is what is next.
From the acclaimed author of The Last Villains of Molo, Den of Iniquities. We're talking about Mr. Kumbani Kinyanjui, who apart from being named 40 under 40 in 2015, having a Twitter account claim him as business strategist and a learning facilitator, he is also the banker who writes. He has been writing and he has books to prove it. His novel, The Last Villains of Molo, based on ethnic instigated clashes in Molo, Kenya, is a study text at undergraduate level in universities in Kenya and Germany. Kumbani's two children's stories, Wangari Maathai, Mother of Trees, and We Can Be Friends, have been approved by the Kenya Institute of Education for use in Kenyan schools. Some of the other book he has written is the recent Den of Iniquities. Den of Iniquities is a nerve-wracking page-turner, a novel that vividly addresses the issue of insecurity, especially here in Kenya. Having to be a writer, how can one turn these books into coins, dollars and shillings? Mr. Kumbani is one of the few writers here in Kenya who is actually known to sell the books themselves. With this time and age, how else can we maintain this business? Let's find out.
I am Magunga Williams. I'm a writer basically and a bookseller. My bookstore is online. We only sell African literature.
I mean, why African writers? There's so many writers out there. Why African writers only?
No, we have so many well-written books written by people from this continent that many people do not read, and not just because actually they don't like it. It's because maybe they don't know about them, or they don't know where to get them. They don't know how to get them. So I decided to make it easy. So I set up the online bookstore, and it has been received well, and it's something people have been waiting for. So hopefully our bookstore will be like a stepping stone to build a library. I've been selling books online for 10 months now. Yeah, still going strong. I grew up in Kisumu, and there was this house that the owner turned into a library. So I used to go there and read comic books, Akina Manuele, Abu Nwasi, Gitonga. Yeah. So we used to go there and read those stories, and then read Akina Famous 5 and the Ladybird series, Akina Cinderella, those guys. But it shut down. I went to high school, Maranda High School. I went to law school in the University of Nairobi. I finished, but by the time I was finishing campus, I had already fallen in love with writing. I'd already loved writing. So I finished law school, but I didn't proceed with law from there. So I just became a writer.
you went to law school. So how did that turn out with your parents?
I thought like I was an outlier, you know, special. But you come out of these places, you realize almost every musician, almost every actor, almost everyone in this creative industry has that kind of a story that you are forced into, not forced, but you found yourself into a career and you grew up and you realized that's not what's for you, and then you decided to change. So how it panned out from my parents is also cliche. So my mom was very pissed, you know, so I had to move out. I've been writing my blog ever since. I write experiences. I write because I think everything is a story. You coming here is a story. And yeah, so all I do is tell stories. My partner is a writer. She has like a poetry book. She has a poetry collection out. Two actually, one is physical, another one is an ebook. So we were walking around. She had a difficult time stocking her books in bookshops because she's self-published, and bookshops usually like a particular kind of book, you know. They want a book that is either written by someone who is famous or someone who is published by a popular literary house, or not even a literary house because we don't have many of those here, just a publishing house that is of repute. So they want people published by EAP, Longhorn, Phoenix, you know. So self-published people have a difficult time stocking their books in bookshops. So you know what I said is that I have a blog. People read my blog. It has enough traction. So what I'll do is that I'll set up something on my blog to become like an e-commerce site. So I did that. My significant other in business is a guy called David Mabiria. David Mabiria is a techie. My blog, magunga.com, he's the one who handles everything about it regards to tech. And when I came up with the idea of having an online bookshop that would be hosted on my website, I had to go to him and ask him, David Nyaje, can we do this? Is this possible? And he said, yes, it's possible. It's quite easy. You know, I imagined having an online bookshop to be something so grand. It would take him years and years to build it. But then after 2 days, he was like, hey, it's set up. Yeah, it's running. I was like, what do you mean it's running? I'm not a techie, you know. So yeah, so he handles everything with regards to tech. And if you're running an online bookshop, you need a techie. He's the guy who I've been working with all this time. Yeah. But you see, it's a sole proprietorship at the end of the day. So sometimes when I'm called off to work, I have to find someone to hold fort for me. So I ask my family. So there are different avenues in which you can make an order. First, go to the website, just search for a book, click buy, fill in your details for delivery, where you want the book to be delivered, and then wait for my call, because the moment I get the notification that you've made a delivery and payment, I send someone with the book to your place. It's within a day you get your book. Like if you're at work, yeah, for example, before you leave work, you'll have your book. If it is far away, Ruai, Mlolongo, Emba, you know, we do overnight delivery in the sense that we put it on G4S or any other courier service like Fargo, G4S, there are quite a number, and then it will be delivered the following day. We have the cash option, and then we have the Lipa na M-Pesa option. If you choose Lipa na M-Pesa, it will require you to pay and then give us the code you get. But if you choose cash, it will just come direct. You can choose to pay either way. Yeah, you can either pay and have it delivered, or you can pay upon delivery. How much do we make? We started with very few books, and all the money that we've been getting, all the money that we've been acquiring, something that we've been plowing back into the business. So when you ask about about profit margins and whether they can school my children, the answer is no. The answer is no. Yeah, the answer is not yet.
If I want to start this kind of business, what do I do? Would you give me advice, plus my audience?
Stop wanting and just start the business already. You know, like, get up. You don't need a lot of money to start. Technology has made it very easy for us to transact and operate online. So get up and start. Yeah. Just start already. Stop wanting.
There is no such thing as a moral or an immoral book. Books are just well written or badly written. That's all.
And now I'm about to ask you some weird quizzes. And you have to answer each and every question in 5 seconds, in less than 5 seconds. Every question.
That is no.
She'll be counting.
What if I laugh? What if it's a funny question?
It's not even funny. That's it for you. I asked the next question.
Am I supposed to do like press-ups?
Tells you drink water.
Okay. All right, let's go.
My name is Naomi Gadhanimburu, and I believe that quality supersedes quantity. So on to the first question. What is your favorite quote?
What?
Your favorite quote.
Jesus wept.
New celeb in town?
New celebrity in town? What do you mean new celebrity? Onyayani. I said it. I said it. I said it. I said Onyayani. I said you are still your hand was still. I'm looking at your hand.
What is the latest post?
A terrible mistake.
Your best 5 words.
Give me some money now.
Where is the position of the book Lady in Waiting in your bookstore?
Behind me.
Where?
On the bookshelf.
That is too big. Come on.
See here. Am I supposed to turn?
Yes, and show us.
Lady in waiting. Doi hapa. Doi hapa. Doi hapa. Doi hapa.
And it's our turn to eat. Your current read. What is your current read?
My current read is now London Cape Town Joburg by Zukiso Bona.
Your favorite post?
My favorite post on my blog.
Yeah.
You can't ask someone to choose between his children like, in 5 seconds. It's difficult.
Time is up. All right. That's it. The questions are over. It's off.
Okay, so. No!
Yeah, like to.
No! Let me see if I got them.
Let me show you where.
No, wait. My latest post I got, favorite 5 words I got, new celeb in town I got,
No!
current read I got, where is Lady in Waiting I got, it's our turn to eat I got, him rigging.
Quote of the day. You shouldn't focus on why you cannot do something, which is what most people do. You should focus on why perhaps you can and be one of the exceptions. This quote is by Steve Kiss.
Wow! It's been a whole day full of words. Now, I have learned something, and I hope that you too have learned something. Unfortunately, we have come to the end of our show today, and I hope you will work with us even in the next episode. This is The Budding Entrepreneur. I have been your host, Naomi Mburu. Till next time, kwaheri.